द्रविणम् अमन्यात् ऋतस्य पथा नमसा विवासेत् उतस्वेन क्रतुना संवदेत श्रेयांसं दक्षं मनसा जगृभ्यात्. So it's a mantra that is Rigveda 10.30.2, 10th mandala, 30th sukta, second mantra. Discussing about the first part of it, that is Parichinmarto Dravinam Amanyat. Dravina is wealth. So this wealth is everywhere. We are living in a very rich environment. Now that richness is not with reference to the market value. It's with reference to the intrinsic value. When we understand the intrinsic value of everything, how we can use things around us best, yes, we understand the richness and the usefulness of the things around us. So we are living in a very rich environment. This rich environment is gifted by Satchidananda in abundance, free, pure, and for all. So this is what we are discussing. This is just a summary of what we discussed in the last one. Next one. Rutasya patha namasa vivaset. Patha is path. Rutasya patha. Rutasya patha is the path of nobility. Ruta is a straightforward. Ruta is satyam. That's also there. A path of truthfulness. Rutasya patha, the path of straightforwardness, transparency, the path of honesty, the path of truth. This vivaset, vasanivase, we have to settle in that path. That means we have to tread that path. That's a path to be tread. The best path for human beings is at the path of Ruta. One important thing here is, it is not enforced for them, but they are free to choose that path. That's the beauty of it. So when they are free to choose that path, we are responsible for choosing it or not choosing it. If we choose it, yes, our decision would be fine and the results would be fine. But if we fail to choose that path, yes, we will be in trouble. We are free to choose. Now that freedom is there for all Satchits, because Satchidananda has not created this Satchit. Satchit is also an entity as much as Satchidananda, and this Satchit also is Anadi Ananta. So it is not subject to any enforcement. It has got all the freedom to do or not to do, or do it in a different way. Kartum, akartum, anyatha kartum. That's what they define as swatantriya. So that swatantriya, that freedom is there for all Satchit. So when such freedom is there, it is always attached with responsibility, duties. So I have to be careful while discharging our rights. This is a right, this is a freedom we have got, and it is attached with responsibility and the responsibility to bear the fruits of our choice. So, this Rutasya patha is open. Now this we have to, we all say, we have to settle down in this path for our welfare, for our benefit, for our reaching the goal of enjoying peace and bliss. Vivaset, vasanivase, we have to settle in that, we have to tread this path. That's the guidance given. Now many times when such options are there, we take the option, and many a time internally we are not really choosing that option, but because of some reason we would have chosen that. So what happens is, we take that path, but we grumble at every stage. We are not really happy in taking that path. So here it says, Rutasya patha manasa vivaset. So wholeheartedly take it. Don't take it with a half mind. Don't take it because of circumstantial forces or other things. Tread this path wholeheartedly deliberately, voluntarily, happily choosing that path, then the benefits will be very high. Manasa vivasit. Ritasya patha manasa vivasit. So when you say wholeheartedly you take it, then it becomes imperative that we should understand what that path is, why it is better than other paths. We have to make an evaluation of different paths that are available. So a lot of responsibility and thinking goes from our side. So what are the alternatives? We have to evaluate all the alternatives, all the options. So out of all these options and alternatives, we have to choose the best one by evaluating each one of them. If I do like this, what may happen? If I do like this, what may happen? If I do like this, what may happen? So by doing all this exercise with all responsibility, wholeheartedly, knowingly, deliberately, we will be choosing this path of Ritasya Patha, the path of nobility, the path of humanity. So along that Manasa, we have got one more thing. Namasa. Manasa is one part. In the mantra we have got Namasa Vivasit, Ritasya Patha Namasa Vivasit. That Namasa, the root is Nama Prahvatve. Nama Prahvatve means with all humility and benevolence. It's not with arrogance. Because some people, they choose the path half-heartedly, that is one problem. The second problem, because they choose the right path, they become arrogant. You see, I have chosen the right path. I am noble. So they themselves brand themselves as noble. So that is arrogance. So that arrogance is also not favorable. Namasa Vivaset. Namasa is with all humility, with all benevolence. Okay, I am really fortunate enough to be guided by our elders, teachers and mentors to tread this path. I am really happy and I am really fortunate to follow this path. So that benevolence and that non-arrogance should be there. Humility should be there. Namasa Vivasit. Tread that path deliberately, choosing it wholeheartedly and also with all benevolence and humility. Then the benefit of treading that path will be ours. Next, Uta and further. Svena Kratuna Samvadeta. Samvadeta is you have to talk. Samvadeta. Sam means to talk in the best way possible. Samyak Kritya Vadeta. Talk the best way. How to talk the best way? Svena Kratuna Samvadeta. Kratuna is action. Svena, with your actions, you have to talk. This is a very, very important thing. Now, we call honesty or truthfulness as the convergence of three things. One is our thoughts, our words, and actions. Thoughts are so secretive. Nobody can know what I think, nobody can understand, nobody can know it. Except Satchidananda, because he is everywhere. He is omnipresent and he is capable of knowing what I think. But except me exposing what I think, nobody else can know what is going on in my mind. It is so secretive. For anyone. What goes on in the mind, we cannot know. It has to be converted into sound form, word, through language, or through some expression, something. Only then we will know something about what is going on in their mind. Unless it gets translated into an expression, we will not be able to know. Now, whatever is expressed in the form of words or in the form of action has to be converted again, translated into a deed, an action, a work. That is Kratuna. Now, the first one we will not be able to know. Words we can listen, and words translated into action we can match. What is it they have spoken and what is it they are doing? What is it I have spoken, what is it I have to do? Now these can be matched. These two can be matched. Now here the mantra says, what you speak is not of much value. What you speak is not of much value. What you do is more important. So that is your deed, kratuna. Kratuna is deed. Through your deed you have to speak. Don't open your mouth. Shut your mouth. Even if you speak, then you have got a commitment that you have to do an act, which is you have to do some work which is in coherence with what you have spoken. So there cannot be a difference between what you have spoken and what you are doing. There cannot be any difference. Both have to match. When that is the case, why speak unnecessarily? Do it and complete the whole work job. It's an easy way. It's an easy way. That means just talked through your work. You have talked through your action. Anyhow, whatever you have talked, you have to match it with your action. So you avoid one talking and do it through your action. Let your actions speak. All noble people and seers throughout the world, this is what they have done. They have talked less, they have worked more. Talk less, work more. And if you can remember one great quotation of Mahatma Gandhi, that's what he has said. My life is my preaching. My life is my message. So his message is not through his words, but the way he has lived. That's what his statement goes by Mahatma Gandhi. Same way, most of the seers, most of noble people throughout the world, irrespective of nationality, caste, creed, race, this is what they have said. To do things is more important than to talk. To talk is easy. For anyone, to talk it is very easy. It is just a utterance of different words framed in the form of a sentence. Anybody can do it. They know a language. If they don't know the language, we can just mime. Action, we can do it. That's also possible. But to really put it into practice, to really work accordingly is the toughest part of it. Because we have to face lot of hurdles, lot of obstacles, and we have to overcome so many circumstantial forces. So only when we overcome all those things, yes, the genuinity of what we have talked, the genuinity of what we have thought is proved. Otherwise, it cannot be proved. So this mantra says, more than talking, more than lecturing, you please put it into practice. If you practice it, that's more than your 100 lectures. Lecturing is easy. Practicing is a difficult part of the whole issue. Thinking, okay, that is secret. Nobody can know it. Only I can know, only God can know. That's okay. Think well. Thinking well is also very much required. That's what the earlier one said. Ratasya patha namasa vivasete. Tread the right path. So to tread the right path, you have to think about the right path, you have to choose the right path. Do it. That's fine. But after that, instead of talking in the middle, better use that energy and time also to implement it, to practice it. This is what is called as anusthana. Anusthana, that is to practice. Preaching, yes, it's also important. It's not denounced, but more than preaching, what is required is practice. Practice before preaching. Preaching is required, but only preaching is of no use. Or preaching without the support of practice also is meaningless. Practice, then preach. The preaching should always be supported by practice. If preaching and practice doesn't go together, if they don't match, that's what we call it as hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is that. Hypocrisy is that where we talk something and do something else. So hypocrisy is not humanitarian. Hypocrisy is cheating. Not only ourselves, cheating ourselves and others also. Hypocrisy is not allowed. If hypocrisy is not there, then the best thing is talk through your work. Swena, kratuna, samvadesa, and that's the best way of talking. Next. Shriyamsam daksham manasa jagrubhyat. Manasa jagrubhyat. Jagrubhyat. Gribhi grabhane. Gribhi grahane. That is to hold, to catch, to grasp. That is grahana, grubhi grahane. Jagrubhyat, hold on, make it your own, catch it. What to catch? Manasa, with all your effort, with all your heart and soul, catch it. What is that? Shriyamsam daksham. Daksham means daksha samarthye, that's the root. Daksha samarthye. Shriyamsam is that which is auspicious, that which is favorable, that which is mangalakara, that which is shubhakara. That is called as Shriyam. Daksham is samarthya. Samarthya is capacity, efficiency. So become efficient, become more capable of doing things. Doing things we have discussed just earlier. So whatever you do, whatever you have to talk, do that through action and let action be with efficiency. Daksha samarthya. So with that efficiency, you do things, and that efficiency should be compatible with Shreyamsam, with auspiciousness, with welfare, with favorable things. So capacity to do a good thing, capacity to do a thing rightly, capacity or efficiency to do a thing so that the results will be fine. So here also, the result should be fine, and the result will be fine only when you do a thing efficiently. So concentrate on doing a thing efficiently, and the result is assured. Don't worry about the result. This also in many places we have seen in the Vedic literature. Gita also it says, Karmanyeva adhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. It's very clear. So our concentration is, that's what I'm doing, efficiency. I speak of efficiency. Efficiency which is really favorable and auspicious and beneficial. So that efficiency has to be grasped. Jagrubhyat. How? Wholeheartedly, by putting all my heart and soul into it. It's not a half-hearted attempt. It's a full attempt, because efficiency is the core of our life. Efficiency is correct. Whatever we do, whatever we talk, whatever thing we think, it all should be with efficiency. If efficiency is not there, if you are inefficient, nothing can turn out. Whatever you do will all fail. All our failures are because of our inefficiency. Very simple. So if you have to be successful in our life, we have to achieve our goals. Yes, we have to be efficient. So we have to grasp that efficiency, and grasping that efficiency has to be wholehearted. It cannot be a half-hearted attempt. And that efficiency has to be, once again, Shreyamsam, that is auspicious, noble, beneficial, and useful, utilitarian. That is Shreyamsam, Mangalakara. To speak about it in a very simple word, it is Mangalakara, Shubhakara. That Mangalakara or Shubhakara efficiency has to be made our own. We have to grasp it. Grubhi Grahane. We have to hold on to it. Now, Grubhi Grahane is not just make it ours once, no. Continuously, we have to hold on to it. We cannot leave it at any point of time. We have to achieve the efficiency, and that efficiency or that capacity has to be updated, and we should hold on to it continuously. It's a continuous process. And this capacity or this efficiency has to be reviewed. All the weaknesses in it has to be removed, and we have to make it as strong as possible at every point of time, at every effort. So when you do this, then the whole mantra says, yes, you are talking well through your action, and you will be the richest because you are aware that richness is spread everywhere, and you are treading the right path. Yes, this is an easy way, it's a right royal way to achieve our goals. And the goal as human being, that is karma yoni, that's what they call it. In this karma yoni, the best result what we can get is to make ourselves spiritually strong and spiritually pure, and spiritual purity and strength will ultimately result in our gaining capacity to experience bliss or ananda or peace of mind. What we are all searching for. We are all searching for ananda, bliss. We are all searching for peace. Whether you accept it or not, whether you know it or not, all living beings, all such it, are searching for ananda, searching for peace, searching for bliss. And this is a right royal path for it. Know things, search for truth, know you have got all the paraphernalia you want, it is spread around you. Things around us, the material world, and this whole material world is capable of making you equipped with all the tools what you want to achieve this goal. It's there. There is no shortage. It is pure. It is in abundance. It is for all. Don't fight. That's what we are doing today. We are fighting for all material comforts because we think that it is in short supply. No. It can feed every one of us. It can feed all our needs. But it's a greed, the story is different. For all our needs to achieve our goals, we have got in abundance, pure and free paraphernalia. The materialistic world is available for every one of us. Have yours, achieve it. So while doing it, tread the right path. And when treading the right path, talk less, work more. And make yourself more and more efficient, capable, so that you'll be able to reach the goal without any problem, without any difficulty. I think this is a very good instruction for every one of us how to lead a human way of life. Don't grab. It's there for all. It's there for all. Grabbing is not required. Today wars are going on for grabbing this nature wealth, this material wealth. It's not required. It's not required. Share what you have got. Whatever you want to take, only that. What we require materially is too little. But what we need more is the spiritual strength and spiritual purity. That's more important. Only then we will be able to experience that bliss or ananda. So for that sake, the material thing, yes, we do need. We cannot do away with it. But it is very minimum what we need. There is no need for fighting. There is no need for hoarding. There is no need for fighting, waging wars. Not required. Is talk through your action. Love the path. What you are treading, that's the path of nobility, and improve your internal capacity and efficiency. And that you have to do it wholeheartedly. So if you follow these instructions, yes, radical change in our life, there will be reorientation in our life. The way we look at life, the way we think about life will be totally different, and we'll be at peace. The very change, the very reorientation itself gives us a lot of peace. We can experience that bliss and another, we can start experiencing it. And if you tread the path, yes, we are sure to achieve it. So this is the mantra. Now I'll dictate one more mantra. I don't know whether I have dictated it or not. Okay. You are asking for some, this Yajurveda 36:18. Shriramji. That itself will take. I will dictate that. Dhrute Drumha. Dhrute Drumha. Dhrute Drumha. Ma Dhrute Drumhama. मित्रस्य चक्षुषा सर्वाणि भूतानि समीक्ष्यन्ताम् धृते ब्रह्मा मित्रस्य चक्षुषा सर्वाणि भूतानि समीक्ष्यन्ताम् मित्रस्याहं चक्षुषा मित्रस्याहं चक्षुषा सर्वाणि भूतानि समीक्ष्ये. मित्रस्याहं चक्षुषा सर्वाणि भूतानि समीक्ष्ये. मित्रस्य चक्षुषा समीक्ष्यामहे. मित्रस्य चक्षुषा समीक्ष्यामहे. मित्रस्य चक्षुषा समीक्ष्यामहे. यजुर्वेद 36.18. धृते दृंहमा मित्रस्य चक्षुषा सर्वाणि भूतानि समीक्ष्यन्ताम्. मित्रस्याहं चक्षुषा सर्वाणि भूतानि समीक्ष्ये. मित्रस्य चक्षुषा समीक्ष्यामहे. So the same words are repeated. Dhrute, Brahma, both have got the same root. Drugatav. Drugatav is the root. Dhrute, Brahma. Ma. Ma means all of us.
Dru swara. Dru is.
Dhrute, Drunhama. That is me and all of us. Drumha. Drumha is the verbal form. Dhrute is the vocative form, that is addressed. Drigatav. O Satchidananda, who is the driver of this whole universe. Drigatav. Chalaka Shakti. It's called as Chalaka Shakti. You are responsible for what all going on here. You are the driving force behind it. O the driving force, you drive us on the right path. You drive me on the right path. Ma Drumha. Drumha is the verb form. That is, you motivate me. You prompt me so that I can tread the right path. And you are the force who is capable of doing it. This whole world has been created by that Satchidananda using the raw material called Sat for the sake of Satchit only. Satchit cannot function, cannot be active unless it has got a tool. Without a tool, it is dormant. It can have no action, no reaction, no experience, no expression. This Sharira Indriya Manas is essential for the Satchit to function. It's a must for it. But it is not capable of creating its own tool, manufacture its own tool, because it's not omniscient and omnipotent. Though the raw material is available, it is not able to handle that raw material. It needs someone which is some force, some entity which is omniscient, omnipresent and omnipotent, and that is Satchidananda. So that created this whole universe with all its laws and regulations, cosmic laws, systems. It has created this whole universe by using the raw material, which is also an entity which is eternal, beginningless, endless, and this whole universe has been created. For whose sake? It's all created for the sake of Satchit, because without that it cannot function. Without that it cannot act or react. And this whole system is not stagnant, is not static, it is dynamic. The dynamism is there in that word, Dhrite Drahama. Drigatav, that Gatav is the dynamism. This whole universe is dynamic. There are two things. One is the whole cosmic laws, the whole rules and regulations, the systems. The systems and the laws are static and permanent, fixed. Within that framework, it is 100% dynamic. It's a combination of the two. It's dynamic, it's as well as static. It's not dynamic, you can say kinetic also, fine. That's a technical word I have got in science, kinetic. It's kinetic as well as it is static. Static with reference to the rules and systems. And within that rules and system, within that boundary, within that framework, the whole system is dynamic. And the dynamism is owing to the time factor which is running it. If the time were not to be there, the whole world would have been stagnant and static. Because of the time factor only, the whole world is dynamic. When I say dynamic and movement, it also includes the change, alterations, that also goes on. Within that system, the system is fixed, the system is static, subject to those rules and subject to those laws. The whole world runs, and that running is constant and dynamic because of time. Time is the dimension what I got here. And because of time, it's all dynamic. And the driving force behind that dynamism is what we call it as the Satchidananda. That is Dhrite, the one which is really responsible for all the dynamism. That's when all the changes that are going on, all the movements that are going on. For all the movements and change, what we need is space. Space is a framework. Space is one dimension. Time is one dimension. Moment is one dimension. Change is one dimension. All the things are going on simultaneously. And all these are running because of laws and systems, and the driving force behind all that laws and system, that's what we call it as Dhrite. Dhrite. Dhrite is the one which is responsible for all this dynamism. Brahma, you also make us move, you also make us progress, you also make us tread that path, because we cannot stop with time. Time is moving, time is progressive. And one very peculiar thing what we have to observe about time is, it is dynamic, number one, and it is always prospective. It is never retrospective. Time what is gone forever. Even if it is a single second or single minute, what is gone is gone. The clock cannot run back. And it won't stop. It's on the move continuously, number one, and is always moving ahead. Prospective. That's the nature of time. And we are subject to time, and we also have to move forward continuously. We cannot get ourselves stuck in the past or present. We should be moving ahead. In several other mantras, they speak of it. Prancho agama, that's the word what they use. Prancho agama. We shall move forward, we shall forge ahead. There is no question of standing in one place, there is no question of going back. Every step we take is prospective, is in the future, is to the future. So please help us to take such steps. Brahma, make us move, drive us, guide us, push us. Let us not be stagnant, let us be moving. Let us be progressing. Let us move towards our goal. And you are the driving force. Dhrite Brahmama. How? Now that is the next question. Mitrasya chakshusha sarvani bhutani samikshantam. So sarvani is a very, very important word here. No exception. It is all inclusive. Sarvani. Bhutani. All creatures. All sachits. All sachits. Sarvani bhutani. Mitrasya chakshusha. Midasnehane. That's the root for that. Midasnehane. Mitratva. Friendly look. That look is there in that chakshusha. Chakshing darshane. That's the root. Chakshing darshane. Mitrasya chakshusha. With a friendly look, let all creatures look at me. Samikshantam, ikshana. That's also chakshing darshane. Chakshusha with an eye, with all friendship, with all love and affection, let every creature look at me. Will it happen automatically? No. It will not happen automatically. We have to be leading such a life where we will be loved and liked by every other creature. So the responsibility is on us. If we are not deserving, if we behave erratically, nobody will love us. So indirectly it says, let everyone love me, let everyone be friendly with me, means, yes, I shall deserve it. How do you deserve it? The very next sentence says, Mitrasyaham chakshusha sarvani bhutani samikshe. I will also reciprocate. Aham, I will. Mitrasya chakshusha, with a friendly look, with friendly attitude, look at all other creatures, all, no exception. And this is a very, very important thing, because most of the time what happens is, yes, we do love, we do express our friendship, we do want friendship, but it is selective. That's a problem. First, I love myself. Yes, it's there. I love my kith and kin, my family members. Yes, it's there. Maybe my first circle, second circle, that's the end of it. All other people will say, they are not related to me. I don't know them who they are. Just forget about it. No, it says Sarvani Bhutani. We should love and like and have friendship with all creatures. So what does it mean? I always wish for the welfare of every creature on this planet. Not only human beings, every creature. So based on this, we have got one sentence, one guideline, what is given in the Ayurveda Shastra. Ayurveda is an Upaveda of Veda. So there it says, Atmavat Satatam Pashet. Atmavat Satatam Pashet Api Kita Pipilikam. Even if it is a small insect, Pipilikam means an ant. A small insect or an ant, even that you have to love and like as though you love and like your own self. Atmavat. You have to see your own self in even the small creatures. It's based on this Vedic principle only. Aham, I too shall love every creature as though I love myself. I will not think of harming any creature. It's very, very important. I will not harm any creature for any reason. The least being for my food, to fill my belly. I will not harm any creature. I love every creature. I love every Satchit. That's very, very important, because the whole system.
What is Satatam? Satatam.
Hello?
What is Satatam?
Hello? Samyak asti idanim? Samyak shruyate? Every creature has got its own place in this universe. Everything has got its own role to play. It's part of the big ecology. It's a part of big structure. So in a big machinery, I cannot say this nut is not required, this bolt is not required, this screw is not required. Everything has to be in their place. Only then the whole machinery can run. In the same way, this whole universe is like a machinery, and every creature, everything here has got its own role to play. If we disturb that, the whole system gets disturbed, and that's what we are facing today. Ecological imbalance, environmental pollution. There are global problems today because we are meddling with it unnecessarily and unwantedly. We are misusing it, we are abusing the whole system. So it has become corrupt, it has become polluted. If I had handled this whole situation, this whole environment with love and friendliness, things would have been different. What we have done so far. Actually, from today we shall look at the whole world in a friendly way. Mitrasyaham chakshusha sarvani bhutani samikshe. I shall love and like every creature. I shall not harm anyone. Samikshantam, Ikshana, Chakshing Darshane. Chakshing Darshane. From that only I have got this Chakshu. Chakshu is the eyes. And this Chakshu is just a representative. It's a Upalakshana we call it. It's not just see. I see, I touch, I hear, I interact with all living beings with a friendly nature. It's not just looking. Looking is just a representative for all the functions of the 5 organs. It's been taken as a representative, Upalakshana. So I shall love every creature. I shall love every creature. I shall feel as though I am it. And this is a very, very important thing. This is what we call it as sneha. Sneha is that attachment. To feel for it. Compassion. Compassion is on the other side of friendship. Compassion is to feel the pain and pleasure of the other creature, though I am not into that pain or pleasure. You feel for the pain and pleasure of every other creature. Piti, empathy, you can use any of those words. Empathy is another word. Compassion. When this compassion is there, we will never inflict pain on anyone, including ourselves. Including ourselves. So this is what is required. But practically, even without our knowledge, so many things will be happening. So many things will be happening. Say when I walk, I don't know on how many creatures, small creatures, I am treading my leg, putting my leg on them. We don't know. There could be a small ant upon which I step on and go. It may die. And when I breathe in, lot of microorganisms will get in, and they will all get killed in my system. See, there are so many things, so many himsa, violence going on without our control. So we shall not worry about them. Consciously, let us not do it. That's what it means. Consciously, let me not think ill of, think bad of any creature. Consciously, I will not harm anyone. Even in my thoughts. Forget about words and actions. That I will never do. So this way of doing things is what is called as ahimsa, and the other word, a better word than ahimsa is mitratva, maitri bhavana, that is said here. Ahimsa is a negative term. Himsa is inevitable. Not to do it is ahimsa. Maitri bhavana is a positive meaning of the same word ahimsa. If you want a positive word for non-violence, that's maitri bhavana. So in that maitri bhavana, I love, I like, and wish for the welfare of every other creature. We speak of universal brotherhood. We speak of universal love. All these are put in just one word called maitri bhavana. Mitrasya chakshusha sarvani bhutani samikshantam. Mitrasyaham chakshusha sarvani bhutani samikshya. Unless I do it, unless I practice it, I cannot expect the other people to love me, to have friendship with me. First I have to extend my friendly hand. Then they will be able to reciprocate. If I am selfish, if I am rude, if I am violent, no creature will like me, will love me, and will like to have friendship with me. It's mutual. It's mutual. We have to do it. We have to extend it first. In Patanjali Yoga Darshana, they speak of one beautiful result of this practicing of Maitri Bhavana. There they use the word ahimsa. It's okay. That's the other way of understanding Maitri. It says, ahimsa pratishthayo tat sannidhau vairatyagaha. So if we really practice non-violence, if we really practice this Maitri Bhavana, the environment where we are shall be with all friendship. Vairatyaga, that enmity will vanish, it will not be there. It's possible for us to create such an environment wherever we go, wherever we are, and extend it to the best extent possible. It's possible only when you practice wholeheartedly ahimsa, or when you practice Maitri Bhavana. That's the positive way of looking at it. So when you're looking at Maitri Bhavana, the himsa or violence, what happens inevitably, it's also part of the universe, the running of the whole cosmos. Yes, let it be there, but we are not looking at that. That is not in our focus. The focus is on Maitri Bhavana from my side. I radiate friendship. I radiate love. I radiate compassion. So I shall be a source of radiating friendship. And when I start radiating friendship from my side, yes, what I get back is the same radiance from others. Because every Satchit is in need of friendship. Everyone needs it. Maybe because of circumstantial forces or some samskaras, they may be a bit violent. But even they want love. Even they want friendship. Every living creature, not necessarily human beings. A dog, a cat, even it expects some patting. Yes, that also likes it. You cannot handle a cat or a pet with a stick. You cannot handle it. No. With a stick or a hunter, I can handle a lion. Even that lion also, if I handle it with love, the whole reaction is totally different. Yes, we have seen. Even today, there are some people who rear lions and tigers with them as though it's a pet. Cobras, they handle it as a pet. We are afraid of those animals. But with love and compassion, we can live with them. I think I have seen one monastery where the Buddhist monks live with tigers. See, there's a love, there's a friendship they develop. It's possible. Even the animals whom we feel are cruel, are violent, even they can be tamed and we can live with them happily and comfortably. The only thing is, we have to radiate that compassion, we have to radiate that friendship, that's all. We have got a lot of incidents in our history, human history, where because of the radiance of love, yes, they have succeeded. They have even tamed very, very cruel people. Because the very inner nature of all creatures yearn for friendship, yearn for compassion. We want it. While giving, we may give that friendship wholeheartedly. But when you want it, yes, you want it in abundance. Let us not have the double standard. Let us give generously that friendship. Let us enjoy that compassion, friendship generously. But the whole thing starts from ourselves. We have to start radiating that friendship and compassion. That's very, very important. See, if this one simple thing is understood, there will be no wars on this globe. No fights on this globe. No fights in any society, no fights in any family. The only thing is we have to determine to do it and we have to practice it. And this mantra motivates us to have such a determination. To what extent we radiate friendship and compassion, to that extent, yes, our life will be peaceful, and more we radiate, we can make the place where we live, the society where we live, the country where we live, the globe where we live, peaceful and comfortable. All should start from us. Mitrasya chakshusha sarvani bhutani samikshantam. Let the whole world, all creatures look at me with a friendly nature and compassion, and I shall also do this wholeheartedly. Mitrasya chakshusha samikshamahe. All of us, we shall look at each other, paraspara, look at each other with this friendly nature and compassion. We shall all live with friendship, we all shall live with compassion. We shall love with mercy, we shall live with tolerance. This is a great lesson what is required for all human beings at all times. In particular, in the present day, it's very, very much necessary for us because we are missing this. We are missing this between the very family members. Forget about the whole world. Even between the family members, we are missing this. Now, once we had joint family system, almost everywhere. Now it's all gone. It is fragmented. It is disintegrated. And we got nuclear families now. One person, two persons. And we are not able to carry on our lives with our own kith and kin under the same roof. That's the problem. Because we lack this Maitri Bhavana, we lack this friendship, we lack this compassion. Compassion, Maitri Bhavana needs adjustment, needs accommodation, needs sacrifice. They are not prepared to do it. We are so selfish. A person who is selfish can never expect friendship, can never extend friendship to any living being around us. Now this mantra prompts us, motivates us to extend friendship, to sacrifice certain things for the sake of companionship, for the sake of friendship, for the sake of that relationship, human relationship. Now this is what is required. And this mantra stresses on that, and it says it is mutual, and the whole radiance of friendship and compassion should start from us. And this is the way for our progress. That we should not forget. That's the basic thing. If you want to progress, this is the only path available. Progress is achieved only when we have got a smooth path to tread, and that smooth path is of friendship, is of compassion, is of love. And this is all mutual. We cannot demand it, we have to give it, and it will automatically come. Whatever we give, it bounces back. If I give hatred, hatred comes back. If I give violence, violence comes back. If I give love, love comes back. If I give compassion, compassion comes back. If I give friendship, friendship comes back. It's very simple. It's very simple. But while giving, yes, I have to give it wholeheartedly without any expectation. So if I give it, even there is no expectation, it comes in abundance, it comes in manifold. So this is what we have to understand and make our hearts and souls in such a way that we love every creature, we have no enemy whatsoever. Even in the human world, we have no enemy, even in the animal world. Every animal, I love it. Every creature, I love it. And especially the animals, other than human beings, they all work according to their instincts. They have got no intentions, they have no thoughts, they work just on their instincts. Whereas human beings, yes, they have got a freedom to work on instincts and also on our thoughts. So we have to purify our thoughts and fill our thoughts with compassion, love, tolerance, accommodation, adjustment, sacrifice. And all this we can do for the sake of building a better world for ourselves to live in. Yes, if we create a better world, we are also benefited, we are also part of it. But that better world will not happen on its own. It will not happen on its own, it's not automatic. It is our effort, it is our endeavor with which you have to establish it and have the benefits of it. So all these thoughts are filled in this mantra, and the whole essence of this mantra is progress through friendship. Progress through friendship. So if you want to progress, friendship is essential. If friendship is there, progress is ensured. So with this mantra, chanting it again and again, whenever we are intolerant, whenever we are not able to love anyone, whenever some hatred takes its foot in our mind, yes, this mantra we have to chant and make our hatred, make our fighting tendency less and less, and make it nil. And in that place, replace it by love, affection, friendship. Just because we do it, the whole world may not change. That's a different issue. But if we do it, our world will change definitely. That's a very, very important thing. So if the world of every one of us has changed, yes, the world has changed. It has to start somewhere. Let us start somewhere, and let us start from ourselves, and let us not hate anyone. Let us not be intolerant to anyone. Let us love everyone. People who are violent, who are not humane, who are brutal in their nature, yes, even them we have to love. Love is not just tolerating them. Love is to tolerate them and educate them with a friendly nature. We tell them, okay, what you're doing is not right. I love you still I love you. I want you to enjoy, I want you to achieve your goal as a human being. So for that sake, This is what you have to do. This is what I am doing. You do it. So we have to love everyone. We have to educate them if somebody is brutal. Brutality is not to be hated. Brutality has to be educated. Only then they will also become real humans. To educate them, yes, we should have love towards them. If I don't love them, if I don't have friendship with them, there is no question of educating them. Whom to educate? We educate our own people. We educate our own kith and kin. We educate our loved ones. Let us love everyone. Let us educate them, practice it, and create a better world for us and for the whole world. So that's the essence of this whole mantra. Dhrite dringahama mitrasya ma chakshusha sarvani bhutani samikshantam. Mitrasyaham chakshusha sarvani bhutani samikshye. Mitrasya chakshusha samikshyamahe. So this whole mantra, when you chant it, yes, our whole heart and soul should get what you call get into a fluid stage and become so pity, so that I love every creature around me. This mantra has to make that they create the transformation in us, and there shall be no place for hatred, there shall be no place for enmity, there shall be no place for violence. So this is the gist of this whole mantra, Dhrite Dringahama. I have tried my level best to share the details of it with the help of other mantras.